Unless you've been living under a rock in the curly world, you have probably heard of the Bouncecurl Edge Lift brush. It's gone pretty viral and they've just come out with this new version, which is the Volume Edge Lift. And we're going to compare them today. So these brushes, guys, what a clever and innovative idea that Bouncecurl had. So this is the original Edge Lift brush. It's now been patented. There's a lot of fakes on the market, as always happens, but this is the real deal, high quality from Bouncecurl. And so it has these dual bristles, it has the long plastic bristles, and then it has the shorter clumps of bristles as well, which smooths the hair. And then it has these ridges on the edge, which give you automatic curl clumps. It separates your hair for you. And I haven't really been brush styling for the last little while. I've been tending to just scrunch in my products. In fact, my general routine is super quick, and I will link it for you if you want to go check it out. I posted that last week. But out of all the brush styling routines that I have done, I have found this to be one of the best brushes. And this, as I say, is the original one, and now they've come out with the Volume Edge Lift. And as you can see, the ridges are much closer together. There's many more of them. There's also more rows of the bristles on here. And so it's going to separate your hair into more smaller clumps. So we're going to try this one out today, and then we can compare the results to when I've used this brush previously. So in honour of it being a Bouncecurl brush we're using, I thought we would do a Bouncecurl routine. So I'm going to use their Laifen, the Moisture Balance Leave-In Conditioner, and the Light Hold Cream Gel. Amazing products, and I've loved these for a long time. I have a discount code for these products, which is Marisa10, and I will link everything in the description for you, including that discount code as well. The discount code is not valid on the brushes as far as I know, but it is valid on the other products on the website. And if, like me, you're in the UK, you can get Bouncecurl, including the brushes, on Naturalistic Products and Kyo Beauty. So I'll pop those links in the description box as well. Okay, so my hair's starting to dry a bit. It's a pretty warm day here today, hence I'm in my shorts. But I want my hair to be soaking wet. If I'm doing brush styling, soaking wet is the way to go. Plus a product in that has good slip. So this Moisture Balance Leave-In Conditioner has great slip. I'm gonna rake that through my soaking wet hair. Love the smell of this. I tend to prefer, when I'm brush styling, to just have a leave-in or a curl cream with plenty of slip, do the brush styling, and then glaze and scrunch gel over the brush styled hair. I feel like I just get more slip and glide with just a leave-in or a curl cream to create those clumps, rather than adding gel and then brush styling. But I have done it both ways and it does work both ways. This section of my hair now. And I'm hoping, because this brush has been made for volume and it has much smaller ridges, I won't have to over section my hair. I can do it in sort of bigger sections, brush it through, and then the brush will separate it for me. Also, both the brushes have a pointy end which you can use for sectioning if you want to as well, for creating your part. So I'm just going to get that brush up under the hair. There we go. So I can see that's definitely created lots of small little curl clumps there. Give it a scrunch, and I'll do the same on this side. I love how quick this does make brush styling. So if you do want to do brush styling but time is an issue for you, then this is a good option. I've got one little bit at the back there. And I'm going to be scrunching the gel in anyway, so I'm not going to worry too much about scrunching right now. I think I'm just going to take quite a large section down next, because, you know, that's the whole point. This brush is supposed to do the work for you, so it shouldn't take too long. One more separation here. And when I'm brush styling, it's helpful to twist the bit of hair that I've just taken down, that I've not brush styled yet, because that will separate it nicely from the rest of the hair that has been brush styled. Because otherwise, like on the previous layer, I forgot to do that, and that made it a little bit more difficult to be sure that I had brush styled all the sections. Okay. There. Have not brush styled in a while. I am so out of the habit, really am. The only bit that's left is this front section. These bits here, sort of at these corners of my hairline, I'm going to brush style down, and then that very top crown section I will section and brush back. Hopefully the top will just, I'm not going to force a parting on it, I'm just going to let it do its thing. And we'll see how that works. I'm going to give a scrunch, and then we're going to go in with the gel. Okay, so we've got the Light Hold Cream Gel. This is such a lovely product. What I love about this is it is very lightweight, smells amazing. And it also contains some protein, and it's just a really good sort of gritty gel. I find it's not over conditioning on my hair. It gives my hair a good hold and that like good gritty feeling, which makes the curls stay for longer. They don't go sort of over soft and limp. And whenever I use this, I get what we often call flash drying, and that's where your hair can be really soaking wet, but as you apply the product, you can feel that wetness sort of disappear, like it sucks into your hair. And we call that flash drying, but I love a good bit of flash drying. Like for me, it tends to mean that my hair is going to have good hold, that the gel is really working. It's going to give me good long-lasting curls, so I don't find it's a problem. So don't be scared if that happens. If you are doing that and you feel like it's over drying your hair, you can just add more water. You can literally just spray your hair with more water, but I don't think I need to. Just gonna add a little bit more gel to the underside. Okay, so let's give this a diffuse and then we'll see what we've got. Okay, it is all dry and I have fluffed it and scrunched out the crunch. And what do we think? Let's do a little 360 so you can see. As usual, I've not actually looked at the back yet. So I would say it looks better on camera. I'm looking straight at my phone screen here that I'm filming on. It looks better there than it does in the mirror. I'm happy with the results. I think it looks good. From memory, I'm not seeing a huge difference between how it looks and how it looks with the original Bouncecurl Edge Lift brush. I'm not seeing a ton of difference. Probably a little bit more root lift volume. That's one thing. I do think that the other brush, sometimes my hair ended up a little bit flasher on the top, whereas with this I've got a reasonable amount of volume at the roots. As always, same with the other one, my underneath curls, absolutely love it. Like it makes them so defined and gorgeous. Whereas my top curls are a little bit hit and miss with it. It can sometimes make them a bit wonky, like this section here is always a bit funny when I use this brush and I'm not quite sure why, so I need to try and address that. But the top here is good. I've got some good ringlets. So what I'm going to do is compare it to some results from last year with the original brush. I just had to pause and added an editing note here that is absolutely hilarious, that it looks like I'm wearing the same top in both of these clips that are basically 1 month off being a year apart. It's not the same top, but it is very similar, and I just thought it was a really funny coincidence. And then please tell me in the comments what you think, if you think there's a significant difference or not between the two. So overall, my thoughts are, if you have the original brush and you're thinking, oh, do I need the volume edge lift as well? Then I would say probably not. I don't think the results on my hair personally are so dramatically different between the two that it's worth spending the money again to have the second one. However, if you don't have either of them and you're thinking about it, then definitely I do recommend the brush. I think it's an excellent brush if you like brush styling. It makes brush styling so straightforward, and it does give, as you can see, really lovely definition. And especially if you've got ringletier hair like my hair is underneath, then wow, it really brings out those ringlets so nicely. Just noticed that you can see my reflection in that mirror over there. So it's a good job I'm wearing something on my bottom half, isn't it? So yeah, I think if your hair is curlier than mine and you're looking for a lot of volume, perhaps your hair like tends to clump quite easily into big clumps, then the volume edge lift maybe would be the brush for you. This is maybe a more all-rounder for covering lots of different curl types, but to be honest, I'm not seeing a huge difference in my results between the two, but I love the results from both. Like, I've had amazing wash day results using this brush, and today I'm really happy with these results as well, and hopefully it will last. Those are my thoughts for now. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.